All right, what's up everyone? We are today doing something very nerve-wracking, but I think I've watched enough YouTube videos to think I can do this. We're gonna be cutting the truck in half today. I'm setting up everything right now. I'm doing all my measurements. I'm taking all the precautions as to jacking up the truck, making sure that everything is supported, as once I cut it in half, nothing falls down. But yeah, let's get on into it, and we're gonna kind of figure it out as we go along today. So this is my general plan. I have this long section right here of flat frame. I'm going to be measuring off of that. Basically what I want to do is I want to cut it at an angle, gives it a little bit better strength than just a straight slit down the middle. I'm planning on taking about 15 inches out of the wheelbase, so shortening by 15 inches. Right now the wheelbase is about 160 inches. I'm going to take it to about 145, which is almost exactly what my 2017 is. I've heard stuff for like trophy trucks and different stuff like that, suspension wise, in like the 135 137 range is good, but I'm going to keep it a little longer. I still want to have like a full bed and everything like that, so I think 15 inches is going to be perfect. I have it all measured out here, so I'm going to be cutting down this line right here, across and down, so that I have nice places to weld right across. I can also put some gussets in the back, and I'm going to be hopefully boxing a majority of this frame anyways, so it'll be nice and strong right across here. But yeah, I'm going to start with this side right here. I'm going to measure it, make it perfect, get it all ready, and then I'm going to transfer these over to the other side along in the same spot. So right now I got to get out. I think I still have like a parking brake cable and brake lines on the other side that are going to have to be replaced anyway. So I'm going to take those out, make sure everything is nice and clean, do some measuring, and then we're going to cut it.
Slow down, mama, why you talk so mean? Good Lord, Nashville, it ain't what it seems. Got nice clothes, nice shoes. Come on now, mama, ain't nothing here so bad. You got fast cars, movie stars, party on down the street with Mary Jane, good cocaine, laying down there. Double down, throw some dice, take off now, don't think twice.
All right, I only have like maybe a 1/4 inch at the end of all these cuts, and we are completely through the frame. I'm just double checking I have everything all blocked up. This right here might rotate the end right here. I'm not sure if it's going to lean back or forward. It looks like it's pretty much balanced right on the axle right there. It might go back actually once I make this last cut, but I'm just double checking that I'm going to be out of the way of anything that could potentially happen. We've got two 12-ton jacks underneath there with my long reach holding up on a piece of wood. So that's the Colt cab is super safe. Both front and back of the wheels are chocked. But yeah, here goes nothing.
Slow down, mama, why you talk so mean? Good Lord, Nashville, it ain't what it seems. Got nice clothes, nice shoes, boogie down at the bar. Fiddle tunes and homemade blues, but it always goes too far. Shooting pool, crack a jack, take off now, don't look back, but hey, don't you want to play?
Finish a cut on these guys.
Hold on, sugar, why you look so sad? Come on now, mama, ain't nothing here race cars, movie stars, party on down the street.
Oh my God.
With Mary Jane, good cocaine, lay me down there. Double down, throw some dash, take off now, don't think twice. But hey, don't you wanna please? Baby, come on. Tell me where you wanna go. But baby, I don't work down there anymore. No, I don't. Getting late. Come on now, Mom.
And like magic, I mean, those aren't that pretty as welds in the entire world, but I welded both outside and inside. So now we're going to clean them up and put some supporting brackets and just weld some other supports around that joint, really make sure it's all secure.
Baby, I don't work down there anymore. No, I don't. Oh, Ray, Mama, sure is getting late. Come on now, Mama, don't you hesitate. Grab my hand, well, we land. I got the champagne. We can knock it back, get on track, jump on, ride this thing. Double down, roll the dice, take off now, don't think twice. Hey, don't you wanna play? Say, hey.
Alright, so I cut my truck in half and I put it back together. I'm kind of realizing how big of a project I have undertaken. Next thing I'm going to tackle is basically some rust stuff. So we have some rocker panels, some floorboards. Those all came in the mail about a week ago. I'm going to start cutting out, figuring out what parts I need to replace. And then I'm going to get into some of the technicalities, hopefully, of learning how to stitch weld, butt weld, stitch weld, all through there, just thin sheet metal welding that, so that'll be fun. That joint right there that had the little cross section cut out of it, I'm not too worried about strength because this is going to be a 4-link rear end suspension setup, so all the mounting points of both the shock and where the 4 links are going to be before that cut that I made. So I'm pretty, confident in my weld there, but I don't have to bet my life on it. But yeah, that about wraps it up for this video. Thanks for hanging out. I don't know if I've ever showed you my shop, if you even know at all. I haven't put it much on this channel, but I'm actually a knife maker as well. So I do a whole bunch of cool survival knives and Damascus knives. And yeah, this is my little shop that I make stuff in. That's, like I said in the video before, there's going to be some Damascus in this truck once I get closer to starting to finish this up. If you want to check anything out, you can check it out at lostsasquatch.com. I've got, some fun t-shirts, stickers, stuff like that, and then every once in a while I'll come out with batches of survival knives. On top of that, I'm always taking orders for custom Damascus knives. You can see some of my knives that I've done here. But yeah, a fun little side note is you can also check me out on Forged in Fire on the History Channel. I was able to compete in an episode there. It was super fun. Season 8, episode 10. Go check it out. It's The Headhunter's Revenge. I did pretty well. Some of you already know that. But yeah, that about wraps it up. If you want to follow along, maybe a little bit more real time, you can always check me out on Instagram, lost.sasquatch. But yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Peace.